Hi, folks. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the purpose of yoga. So, there's lots of different reasons why people do yoga, from mental clarity, meditation, relaxation, increasing flexibility. It's a great form of physical movement. There's lots of different reasons why people will do yoga. And depending on why you're doing yoga, that's your purpose for yoga. So, there's no one correct right answer. But just doing yoga, you might find yourself in something that you don't enjoy if your expectations for yoga don't match up with the type of yoga that you're doing. So today I'm going to take a couple minutes to go through what a couple different styles of yoga might look like to help you figure out, what you should be looking for when you're choosing yoga videos online. So the first thing we're going to do is just a relaxation. We'll circle back to that at the end, but just people who are saying, oh, I like yoga to relax, or I like to relax. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen with you here for a second, and actually a minute, and we're going to do a minute of relaxation. And find the right tab here. So we got a 1 minute video of relaxation. All right, I hit go. Sit there, think of nothing for 1 minute. Go. All right, pause it there. That siren gets a little frightening if you're relaxing and then you wake up to a siren. It doesn't go well for me. But so that was an opportunity to just feel what just relaxing for a minute might feel like. If you're saying, hey, I need something that's going to help me meditate, help me relax, maybe you enjoyed that. Maybe that wasn't for you. So there's a couple other ways that people might use yoga. For someone who says, I'm looking for a physical fitness style of yoga, you might be entering key searches in your YouTube search for yoga videos for something like yoga for athletes or power yoga. So here's a quick run through of what one of those sessions might feel like. It's basically combining a couple of movements, moving at a little more rapid pace, and focusing on movements in yoga that are a little more difficult, involve a little bit more muscular strength. So follow along here and we'll see what a yoga for fitness might look like. So follow along with me here. Start with your feet about shoulder widths apart, comfortable, standing straight up and down. And here we go. Breathe in, bring the arms up and out, reach up overhead, arch the back, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring the hands down. So we're gonna move at a fairly quick pace here. Hands down to the mat, step back, high plank or push-up position, lower down, hold just off the mat, hovering, breathe in to up dog, and exhale, push back to down dog. So that's a standard sun salutation. We're gonna do that a couple times quick. So walk our feet up to our hands, unroll ourselves. This is a standard yoga warm-up, and we can do this at a faster pace. It can feel a little bit more like a workout. So exhale, chest forward, hands out. One more of these, step back, lower down, breathe in, up dog, push back, breathe out, down dog. Exhale, walk the feet up to the hands, unroll yourself, reach the hands up. Last one, exhale, hands down, step back, lower down, exhale, breathe in as you come up dog, push back for down dog, exhaling, take a breath in, and on the exhale, walk your feet up to your hands, unroll yourself again, reach the hands up over the head, arch the back, deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're gonna sit down into chair pose. Chair pose works a lot of the legs here. So as I sit down in chair, my chest and arms are the back of the chair and my legs are the seat of the chair. I'm imagining my chair here. Hold chair pose, take a deep breath in, head up, chest up. Try and sit as low as you can. Legs should be working pretty hard. And exhale, swoop the hands down. Reach behind you and come up to a full extension. If you're a swimmer, it might feel like a butterfly stroke. Breathe in, arms up, and exhale. Same thing again, sit down in the chair. Breathe in, exhale, and up and around. We're gonna do a couple of those, keeping you moving again. The idea here is, this is yoga that should feel like a bit of a workout. That's what your goal for yoga was. Exhale, up and around. One more, sit into it. Hold it for a minute as our last one. And inhale again, exhale, up and around. Arch the back. Swan dive down again. We're gonna come back to our high plank. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank. We do a balance on our side here, a side star. Low plank using those core muscles. If you want to get crazy, you can lift the opposite, lift the arm and leg. Exhale, come down, push up into down dog. Exhale again, we're gonna do a yoga style push up, bring our face down. Come up to up dog, breathe in. And exhale, push back. Down dog. Side plank on the other side, move my hand to the middle of the mat. Reach up. And the leg up. Bring that down. Back to the start, drop to the knees. So as a quick example, I'm breathing a little hard now. That's a quick example of what a vigorous yoga, or if you're looking for a physical fitness style yoga, that might be something that would look similar to that. Another use for yoga might be flexibility training, where we will hold a pose for longer times. People might also hold poses to work on meditation. So I might get into a pose and just hold it. And that's my meditation while I'm there. So we'll try a little bit of that. So again, start with our feet shoulder width. Take a breath in and reach your hands up. Arch the back. Exhale. Swan dive down. Leading with the chest as you come down, bring your hands to the mat. And step back into a high plank. From here, we're going to push up into down dog. We're going to hold down dog for a little bit. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. You stay there. There I am, down dog. I'm going to try and push my heels to the ground. You can see me pushing my heel to the ground there. I'm going to try and push my chest to the ground while I bring my hips up. Then I'm going to relax my head in between my arms. I'm going to roll them around there. And then from here, I'm going to just think about my breathing. So we'll do about 5 breaths here in down dog. That's 5 breaths. Now we're going to move into a lunge or a warrior type pose. So I'm going to pick up one leg, pick up the leg near the camera. You pick which one works best for you. Bring it outside my hand. Low lunge here. And this is a modified warrior. I'm going to do kind of a water wheel, bringing my hand up and around. Other hand comes up. Carrying my warrior strong over this knee. A bend in the thigh, a lot of work going on in the legs and the thigh here. So I reach my hands out. And I'm going to hold this again for 5 breaths. Five breaths. I'm going to bring my hand back over, reverse that wheel, hands down, and then we'll try it again on the other side. That leg back, step down, and onto the other side. Lift the leg up, step it outside, Bring myself up, pinky high. So this is kind of a modified warrior two where I have my palm up and I came into it with that water wielding motion. Chest up, leg bent, a lot of work through the legs. Call this flexibility for the back leg. If you're looking for feats of great flexibility, I will be disappointing you greatly today. Palm up, and we'll do again 5 breaths here. Just thinking about your breathing. And on the 5th breath, exhale, bring the hands down. Set yourself back. And come on back to down dog. All right, so that was a short example of what it might look like. And in certain styles of yoga, you might hold the pose for much longer than just the 5 breaths like we did there. This is just a short example of what some different styles might look like or feel like as you're trying them. And you can do that holding the pose for a couple different purposes. So again, we talk about the purpose of yoga. Are you holding that pose because you want to meditate and think about your breathing and stretch out in your pose? Or are you doing that because there's a spot you want to stretch? For me, my hips are really tight. So as I'm sitting here in my modified warrior, this hip flexor is getting a lot of stretch. And that might be something that I'm interested in as well. So again, back to the purpose of yoga. The purpose is going to be whatever you wanted to get from the yoga session that you're doing today. Last one we're going to do is going to be a quick sequence followed by a little relaxation. Like I said in the beginning, we tried the 1-minute relaxation. Here we are at the end of class. We're going to try a little sequence of yoga with some balance, some other movements and breathing thrown in there, followed by some relaxation, and kind of discuss the differences between those two. Come circle around, relaxation to start, relaxation to finish, and see what we think of some of the differences. All right, so a little sequence here. Take a breath in, reach the hands up. I do like to match my movement to my breathing. So anytime I'm expanding my chest cavity, I like to breathe in. And anytime I'm contracting my chest cavity, I like to breathe out. So breathe in, arms up, and exhale. Bring it down. We're going to fold ourselves in half. Bring your belly button to your spine, your chin to your knees, your nose to your knees. Really round over and exhale. And then from here, we're going to breathe in, bend at the knees, chest up. I'm going to pull my shoulders back, opening my chest, breathing in. I'm going to push my knees out with my elbows and exhale. So a couple times up and down here, matching your breathing to your movements. Exhale as you round your spine up, bring that belly button in. Inhale as you come down, chest out. Exhale. And go at your own pace. We can do this for a couple of seconds, a couple times up and down. And this time we're going to come all the way up. So as you exhale, start to unfold yourself. And get ready to inhale again as you bring your arms up, open the chest, reaching up to the sky. And here we're going to throw in a little bit of a balance and a breathing pose here too. So this is one that you have to hold a little bit as well, balancing, focusing on that stability. We're going to do something called dancer's pose. Again, if you're looking for great feats of flexibility, go elsewhere. This will not be inspirational to those looking for flexibility. Some people like to do dancer's pose with both hands over their head, grabbing their foot behind them. I cannot. So this is one hand. I'm going to try to make a bow out of the front of my body here. So from my knee, through my hip, up to my chest, I'm going to try to round that and push it out, pushing my foot into my hand, reaching out. A little bit of balance. I find it's helpful to focus on one thing. So I'm looking at a piece of lint on my floor. I need to sweep, do a little better job cleaning, push my chest, hip forward. And I'm going to do 3 breaths here. More breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to come up, let go of my foot, bring it down, breath in, arms up. And as I exhale, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Curling over, breathing out, put my foot into my hand, make that bow out of my body from my knee through my hip up to my chest, pushing out, straighten that plant leg, Push up, reach my hand forward. Dancer's pose, again, if I was flexible, or if you have a strap or a piece of rope or something, you can reach the rope over around your foot and then have both hands grabbing the rope and you pull it up to your head. Another fun way to go. Here we are in dancer's pose. We can do 3 breaths here. Pick that one thing to look at. Focus on just one thing on the floor or a spot on the wall if you're having trouble balancing. And take a breath in. As you exhale, reach yourself back up. Let go of that leg. Bring both hands up. And exhale. Sweep your arms out to the side, chest forward, down to the mat. Bend your knees. Sit back and put your feet out in front of you. You can turn sideways so you can see a little bit better here. When I'm sitting here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in. Just relax, not leaning forward too much. Deep breath in, hands on my knees. Chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, belly button into the spine. Roll over and fold. And then if you can, reach out for your toes. If you can't, grab behind your ankles or wherever's comfortable for you. But breathe in, pull the chest up and forward. Exhale, round. Breathe in, up and forward. Exhale, round. And take a couple breaths, moving at your own pace. Curling that spine as you exhale. Pushing the chest forward as you inhale. And this next time as we inhale, we're going to let go of our feet or our ankles or whatever we're holding on to. We're going to inhale and bring ourselves up. Hands up, chest out. And as we exhale, we're going to roll ourselves back. Bring that belly in, roll back to the mat. Slowly, piece by piece, let my spine touch the ground and lay back on our spine. Make yourself comfortable. If you got to rock your hips a little side to side to get your body sitting right on the mat, take a second to do that. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, tight through the ribs. Feel the chest expanding. Hold that breath for a second. Feel a tightness in the chest as you're breathing in. And then exhale. Relax, let the body sink down. Feel those muscles around your ribs relaxing, your back sinking down. And wiggle yourself to side a little bit more. Make sure you're sitting nice and centered on your mat and feel well supported. And one more time, breathe in. Chest tightens, feel the chest expanding. And exhale. Relax. And feel those muscles relaxing, body sinking down. And just lay there. You want to put your hands on your stomach for this next one. And this time as you breathe in, instead of feeling the tightness through your chest as you breathe in and your ribs, try and feel your belly pushing your hands up as you breathe in. So I'm going to breathe in, feel my hands go up and down. Breathe in, hands come up and down as I exhale. And just concentrate on moving those hands as you breathe in and out at your own pace for a few moments before we end this style. When I'm done relaxing, I'm going to reach my hands up over my head, stretch like I'm waking up in the morning, and come on back up. So those were a couple different styles of yoga that you might try to do. I said I would come full circle back from relaxation in the beginning to relaxation at the end. If you're like me and your mind is going faster than people think it is, you might have a hard time shutting your mind off. So when someone says, hey, just relax for a minute and do nothing, that's the worst thing they could ever tell you. So if I'm told to just shut my mind down and stop thinking, I can't do it. I'm thinking about everything else under the sun that I'm worrying, am I doing this right? So that original style of relaxation doesn't work for me. And I know it's really good for me to relax and meditate and think about nothing for sometimes, but I can't do it. So my purpose for yoga, what I really like from doing yoga is when I do all those other stretches and movements around and I'm balancing on one foot and thinking about my breathing, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not thinking about. Everything else in the world is what I'm not thinking about. So I'm only thinking about standing on my foot, breathing in and out, balancing, and I've wiped all that stuff out of my head. And now, after I do that for a few minutes and I go lay down, then I'm able to relax. So that's my personal preference of the purpose for yoga. Maybe you have a different preference for your purpose for yoga. I tried to show a few different styles. I may have not done some of them justice. And there may be a bunch of styles that I didn't even talk about that, you're saying, oh, well, I do yoga for this. And I didn't even talk about today because I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know until you find out. So I apologize if there's a purpose that you have for yoga, a style that you like, and I didn't address it today. I hope you do have something that you enjoy with it. But that was a quick lesson on the purposes of yoga. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.